everybody out there in CFX Live Land. Welcome to day 4 of Fansworld Part 2. We got extra digits in there today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into our live streams. If you aren't aware, this is CFX Live. I am Tabitha. Josh is back there behind the camera. He'll make an appearance in a little bit here.
Driving the computer right now.
He's in drive mode right now. I'm going to give you guys a few more moments to get situated. I know it's Sunday. I know that we sprung forward an hour, so everybody's probably a little bit all still trying to get situated with that stuff. Woke up this morning and half of our electronics weren't working. Obviously, our phones and everything were right. But yeah, our oven and our microwave decided, what's time? What is that? So yeah, you guys, this is CFX Live. We have been coming live to you guys pretty much all weekend since last Thursday in conjunction with our Fansworld sale that we are having here at CFX. I can't believe it's been a whole year since we've been doing Fansworld. Technically, next week would have been the 1 year, but we didn't want to make you guys wait for a sale. We wanted to make sure that we were giving you guys as many opportunities as possible to get these discounts.
Well, let's get the details out of the way.
Perfect.
Graphics is going up on the screen right now.
Perfect. I was going to ask you, but you're reading my mind today. We're on the same wavelength today. It's good. It's
We'll see how that goes till the end of the day.
We'll see how that goes. So up on the screen right now is our graphic with our sale information. You can take $50 off any made-to-order mask or glove. You're going to use code CFXBAN21 to get that discount. We are still offering our free UPS ground domestic shipping. Please make sure you use code CFXUPS to get that discount. Also, every mask that is ordered here at the shop will come with a head form. That is something that we do throughout the entire year, not just through the sale. We wanted to make sure that you guys knew that you always get a head form with a mask order here through the shop. And of course, you're going to get a really awesome CFX swag bag filled with some goodies. Obviously, it's got CFX on the tote bag that you're going to get. You're going to get a really cool lanyard. You're going to get a really awesome squishy worm. And, of course, a sticker to put wherever your heart's content.
And I'll come onto the screen for the first time. Just to, again, clarify what a value that is.
Yes.
That's saving you well over $100 off your mask. Shipping and...
Depending on where you are in the U.S., shipping can be anywhere.
Shipping in the head form is usually about $100 on its own. And then the additional $50 off the mask. You are looking at a legitimate $135 to $150 off of your mask.
And then here's your really awesome swag bag that you're going to get. It's a really large CFX tote bag. We got them this big because we wanted to be able to have you put your masks in them.
Mask on a head form.
Mask on a head form will fit inside this bag, which is the reason why I did a lot of hours of research to find the perfect bag. So thank you, brand makers. You will also get, like I was saying, a CFX lanyard to put your mask, your badges, your sunglasses, whatever else you might need on it. And you saw that worm earlier here. And the sticker that I have in here right now is just a small CFX sticker, kind of like the one that's on my shirt.
But as an example, there are other stickers that you can get.
It's kind of going to be dealer's choice. It's whatever the stickers that we have and the worms that are available. Ryan just kind of grabs one. So they're not going to be specific. So you're kind of going to get what you're going to get. Alrighty, looks like we got quite a few people watching. Hello and welcome everybody who is returning. If you're new, thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and follow us, you guys. We actually have more people who watch us on Facebook and on YouTube who are not subscribed. So if you subscribe to us or if you follow us, you'll get notifications for when we do these lives and also when we post about sales and other contests that we have at CFX. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff to be on top of the latest news from CFX.
And know that we do more than just live streams during the sales.
Yes.
We do Friday live streams here and there just to kind of break it up. to answer any questions for you guys. So yeah, so if you're following us, if you've liked us, you'll get those notifications and you'll see us pop up whenever we go live.
Yeah, you'll get that little bubble. If you're scrolling through Facebook, you'll get that little bubble when we go live.
And I would like to have us go live on randomly here and there. If there's something exciting going on in the shop,
you just do it.
Yeah, I have no problem just instantly going live and showing you guys what's going on here at the shop.
Like, for example, I know that the first week of April, we're trying to do a crawfish boil. So, just maybe be prepared that we might go live randomly during that crawfish boil. Because it's crawfish season. We haven't had any crawfish yet. This is a problem. This is a big problem.
So I'm just going to answer some people.
If we got some questions.
We have a lot of the usuals. I'm not going to name everyone off. But
see everybody
yeah,
down there.
we see you. Thank you guys for tuning in again. Let's see here. Science Behind the Scares. What is better than great products? Great products at great prices. We agree.
Absolutely.
Dylan's on here. His brother just ordered a custom painted pickles. So Jonathan will be in tomorrow,
fantastic.
and we will track that down. And
Absolutely.
we'll make sure you're taken care of there, Dylan.
I mean, we're gonna make sure you're taken care of regardless, but
Zoe's loving the masks. Zoe, if you want to see try-ons or anything of this, in fact, why don't you go over the format of the show real quick, and just so people that are brand new tuning in, they know what they can and can't do.
Sure. So you guys, we're just kind of hanging out here with you. We like to do CFX Live, not just for our gratification, but it's another way to connect with you guys, our friends, our family, our audience, or even our hopefully soon-to-be customers. So any of these masks that you see on the wall behind me or on the shelves behind me, we will absolutely try anything on for you guys today. We're trying to fill that stopgap for conventions that are slowly coming back. We're going to discuss some things about having and owning a mask today, things to look out for when you get a mask or when you want to put that mask on if you haven't in a few days or a few months, different tips and tricks on how to store your mask and how to wear your mask, and just kind of do a daily recap on
basically
what we've been doing.
getting the most value out of your mask that you can.
Absolutely. And we're going to be going over a lot of stuff, so feel free to ask any questions. No question is a wrong question. Trust me, we've gotten a lot of questions before.
And we try to answer them live right here on the live stream. But if we don't, for some reason, get to it live, we answer it afterwards. We'll go back through all the comments and make sure we answer anyone's questions.
It's just Josh and I in the shop overall today. It's Sunday. Nobody's usually here on Sunday. So bear with us as we try to get back to everybody. And like Josh said, if we don't get your answer verbally, or even if we do answer you verbally, we're going to do our best to go back through the comments and make sure we type out those answers as well.
And do me a favor, real quickly, go back over like some of the stuff that we covered from Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah, so Thursday was a lot of meet and greet with the team. So if you hadn't seen us on Thursday, we went over all the general sale information. We gave you guys that code right off the bat. And then we met the team on Thursday. So you met a lot of people who you don't normally see here, only on CFX Live, but out at the trade shows, the people who actually are responsible for putting your mask together. We also covered a lot of different ways on how to order your mask. Jonathan was fantastic on Friday and walked us through a lot of the different steps on what it entails when you go through the website and you want to place your order for your mask.
If you want to do customizations.
Exactly, and even what happens on the back end and how you go about any customizations, any special paint requests, any custom masks that you want to have created, and all of that nonsense. And yesterday we covered a lot of costuming. So feel free to check out those videos from the weekend, or ask us questions down here in the comments. We will happily rehash anything that we covered over this week.
It's Sunday. I've been talking a lot over the last few days, so it's much easier for me to answer your questions than to think of all the stuff and just ramble on and talk about it. So, all right, I think that was a pretty good intro into everything.
I'm gonna be honest, you guys, we are not in trade show shape. We are beat after doing this just for you guys for the last 4 days. So we got a lot of prep work to do. Our bodies aren't ready. Our voices aren't ready. How are we going to do Fansworld in a month and a half? I don't know.
We're going to have to do a lot more of these live streams and get practiced up. Let's see here. Thank you, Science Behind the Scare, for sharing all those links and everything like that. For any of the other viewers out there watching, please feel free to share this onto any of the groups that you're a part of that you think it may be relevant to. If you're a part of a horror group, or, a mask collectors group, we're a part of most of them. But it always helps for you guys to share these streams, especially once we go live. When it's just Tabby and I here, we don't have anyone else to man everything, and I can't go around and be sharing everything.
That's why I have the iPad right here. Josh has got his phone over there. But you guys, we love finding new people, adding them to our collection, as it were, kind of like Infinity Stones. But no, we know that there's a lot of people out there who don't know that our product exists. And speaking of, we don't only do really awesome silicone masks. We do amazing silicone body parts, and we're also a full service prop shop. So we've done props for small indie movies all the way up to large.
We've done major productions. Harold and Kumar, we were a part of.
We did Joe
Godmothered on Disney Plus.
Godmothered on Disney Plus.
Joe Dirt 2.
Yeah.
I always forget about that one. Ozark Sharks, we did all the shark work for them.
The Underground on USA, we did a lot of the heavier looking props for them. So yeah, we are a full service prop shop. So even if you don't need a mask per se, if you're working on a film project or you're working on something where you need a really realistic looking brain or even a stick or an axe or something that is going to be actor and animal safe, like these foam guns that we did for Preacher, let us know, reach out to us. We can very likely do it off of something we already have, or if you need something custom done, we can do that as well. So just reach out to us, info@compositeffects.com, and we will make your silicone mask dreams or nightmares come to life.
Sam, hey, thanks for purchasing those masks for your haunted house. That's where we got our start from. You know, we, at our heart, we're all a bunch of haunted house guys and gals. Sorry, Tab. In fact, there's actually more. There's more females that work in the CFX shop than there are males. So yeah,
we run this place.
They do.
Kind of.
So yeah, big shout out to all the ladies of the CFX shop. You know, they keep this place buzzing. So. Yeah, so
yeah, there's one of us in every department. I'm up front. You know, you got Jen, all the girls in the paint room. It's all the girls in the paint room, and then Jeff.
Yeah, we only have one male painter, and that's Jeff. So he holds his own out there.
He holds his own. He makes it happen.
But yeah, most of the patching and seaming team are women, and we love that. Super talented group of people that we have working for us.
Very, very diverse cast of characters here at CFX.
Going back to Sam. Sam, if you ever have any issues with your masks, feel free to reach out to us and let us know if they need a repair. We do full service repairs here in the shop, and we can guide you on most things that you can just do yourself.
Absolutely. And if you have any pictures, we love seeing pictures. We love seeing unboxing videos. We love creating the masks that you guys want so much, and then we let them leave the shop, and we're like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen to that mask. And sometimes we never see where that mask ends up living. You know, we see it leave the shop and we're like, oh yeah, remember when we did that? We love seeing the masks out in the wild. So send us pictures, send us video. We love that stuff. And we do creature features pretty much every week. I think we're going to cover a little bit of that today later on in the afternoon. But creature features are something that we do weekly to highlight you guys, our customers who are so creative in putting the entire costume and character together. So send us those pictures. We love it.
All right, we're just gonna catch up with everyone's comments real quick again. We have all the usual, more and more usual suspects tuning in. Brent's favorite mask is the Joker mask.
Which one? We have so many.
Dwayne, the one behind us.
I'm just making a joke. Sorry.
Dwayne says he rode his motorcycle with the imp mask and cape. Haven't rode with the Sin of Pride mask yet. Send us pictures. Yeah,
be safe.
Yeah,
send us pictures.
Yeah, always be safe.
Always be safe.
Yeah.
And Joe, no, we actually didn't find any of the masks with whiskers. The mask that I thought we had apparently sold last week, and it was on the shelf.
And with it being the weekend, so basically the way it works is the lady that does all the hair for us, she comes in either on Thursdays and Fridays, and she picks up whatever needs to be haired, and she does a lot of that work over the weekend. So right now, all of our haired masks are out with her right now. They won't come back until Monday.
Fun.
But message Tabby, Joe, and she will get you some pictures as soon as we get one of them back in from hair. Barbia wants me to try on the imp. Not a problem. I will grab the imp in just 1 second and put him on for you.
Angus actually has a great question that might segue into what we were going to talk about. He's like, do you have any tips for first-time mask owners? He recently ordered Dracul and can't wait. First off, congratulations. Dracul is probably one of my favorite characters. I love his ears, and I love vampires and bats, and so it kind of meshes it all together. So yeah, for first-time mask owners, don't be afraid. If you have any questions, we are here for you. And we actually have a plethora of videos out there on different ways to help take care of your mask.
But that's pretty much the topic today is owning a mask. Like what should you do? What do you look for?
Absolutely.
How do you care for it? And so I'm going to cover a lot of that stuff in just a few minutes here. So hang in there for that. Science Behind the Scare says, if we're required to use a mask over our mask, but it doesn't have ears, are there any suggestions? Well, hopefully we're not going to have to do the mask over mask type thing. I think things are, obviously the country is changing, and hopefully that'll start going away for season. But should it still be in place, I would actually probably suggest putting the mask on under the mask.
Yeah.
And then
putting you on it first.
Yeah, and then kind of go from that. Especially if the mask doesn't have ears.
That being said, they do make extenders for, especially if the one that has like the ear loops. They make extenders that can go across in the back, that the elastic can sit on. Or if there are masks that have the straps in the back where it just kind of stretches all the way over your head. But hopefully, like Josh was saying, we are moving into a different phase where we don't have to worry about that. But honestly, probably wearing, like Josh was saying, something under the silicone mask, like the balaclava or one of the other cloth masks, is probably going to be your best bet.
Farbia, I have a Boris here, which is our original version of Frankenstein. We also carry the universal license here. I'm looking for him. There he is. So I have a universal license Frankenstein too, if you want me to try that one on. Pardon me. But the Boris that we have here up in the showroom does not have the brain flap. So I'm not going to be able to show you that one. So I have on my list right now to try on an imp and to try on the Boris mask. I'm going to get to those in just a couple of seconds here as we wrap up whatever we have to talk about. But yes, I am making a list for you, and we will start grabbing those.
Yeah, it's a pretty good coincidence. You tuned in on the perfect day.
Okay. All right. Do we want to put your little video on real quick of you putting on the battery mask?
It's a little bit sped up just because it's a little more artistic video. But Josh is going to cut to a really quick video of me putting on the battery mask. So similar to the Dracul at HauntCon from last year. It was filmed by our good friends over at Halloween Eye. And you can just kind of see a really quick on and off video of that. And then we'll get into the actual videos.
Then I'll come on the camera and I will grab the mask for real and start doing it for you.
All right, here we go.
All right. All right. Back to Tabby now.
Hi! We were serious. It was really quick.
Yeah, it was not a long video at all.
Yeah, super quick.
All right. So I'm going to go.
But that's
ahead.
how easy it is, too.
I'm driving the computer, so give me 1 second here to make sure that we're all set for the next thing.
And obviously that video was really quick. It was sped up, but that's also how easy it is to get the masks on and off. It's really easy. It's no big deal. And as the more you practice getting your mask on and off, the more comfortable you will be with it.
Okay. Let's see here.
And Tyler, yes, as you can see, or if you can see behind me, we have a new paint scheme of Asmodeus up there. So this is a brand new look. I do believe I can pull him down real quick.
Yeah, pull him down. He's good in the
shot.
shot. But go ahead and swap with me. I'll just go ahead and get him off the headphone real quick.
So for those of you who do not know, Asmodeus is one of our newer sculpts that we unveiled, I guess, right at the beginning of this year or the end of last year. My days are blending. This is his second paint scheme. You've seen him in bone white before, but this is in...
I forget that there is a third paint scheme.
There is.
You guys just haven't seen it yet.
So this
I
is
keep forgetting about that.
this is tan, or I think we're calling him kind of like an earth. We're still trying to figure out exactly how we want to name him, but yes, we will definitely get a try on of him pretty soon.
And I thought let's go ahead and put him back up on there. And perfect opportunity for me to show how to take a mask on and off the head form again.
All right, so yes,
we covered this already, but I'll go ahead and cover it again.
So yes, when you guys get your masks in from us at CFX, it comes in a really awesome box.
Shows up just like this with a bag over it?
Yes, it comes with a whole bunch of packing peanuts, which are now your problem to deal with. It comes with a clear bag over it, as well as a bubble wrap bag over it, especially for some of the ones that have the horns. We want to make sure that everything is super protected. So when you get it, you obviously want to make sure you pull it out of the box, clear any packing peanuts out of the way, and lift...
Whoop. Sorry about all that shakiness. Earthquake!
Not really. And then lift the veil on your silicone mask. Breathe in the silicone for the first time.
And so I imagine you'll have the box beside you. There'll be packing peanuts all over the place. There'll be static cling of packing peanuts everywhere. You guys all know that. I bought the mask from us before. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at the video, and it was at that moment where it was
shaking.
shaking because there's a slight delay from the actual feed to what we're doing here. So what you want to do is you want to take the mask, and I just kind of get it with the bib flipped up. You see, I kind of manhandle things a little bit. You're not going to break it. You're going to be nervous because it's your very first mask. Now, what you want to do is you don't want to be scraping that head all up and down on your shirt and wearing your paint out on that. So what I usually do is I'll use my knee. You can't see it.
No.
You use my knees to hold the head form, and I just kind of lift up and over. If you have a second person, that second person can hold the base of the head form, and then you just do the exact same thing. But it's basically peeling it up off the chin and then rolling it off the back of the head. Super easy to do.
Barely inconvenience.
Barely an inconvenience. We're stealing from other YouTube channels now.
Thanks, Ryan.
All right. All right.
So what you want to do, you probably want to inspect the mask as soon as you get it off the head form, just to check for.
So yeah,
right.
I forget we're doing this.
We're segueing
Okay,
a little bit.
so you've just got your mask. It's brand new. You've looked at it while it's on the head form. It looks absolutely beautiful. Oh my God! Look at all the detail. Look at that veining. Look at the blood. It's perfect. Got it off the head form. Now you want to do a visual inspection of the inside of the mask. So yeah, flip the bib over, and usually what I'll do is I'll put my hand on the inside of the mask, and I'll just kind of push a good chunk of that silicone into my hand, and I'll just kind of pull it through. Just like that.
Kind of like you're turning a sock inside out.
Yep.
Sorry, I just thought about that.
And so, obviously, Boris, you heard me talking about the brain flap. This guy is available with a secondary brain flap, and the brain will live right in this area, and the flap on the outside you'll be able to pull off, and you can kind of expose your brain to people. And it's a nice, glossy, bloody brain in there.
It's nice and pretty.
But what you want to do is you want to then do a visual inspection on the inside of the mask. The key areas, especially with the CFX mask, is you have power mesh in all the openings. So anywhere where there's a hole in the mask, you're going to have power mesh in there. And that's going to help prevent any additional tears, help with the durability of the mask, while not impeding any of the movement of the mask. And so here you see this is a perfect mask. There's no holes, there's no air bubbles, there's no tears around the lips.
It's clean on the inside, there's no little bits.
This little bit of this ridge of silicone is called lip cupping, and that's what actually kind of goes around your lips and allows the mask to move with you. You want to make sure it's clean. If I was worried about it or anything like that, I can take a little bit of 99 alcohol and give it a little spritz, and then.
Towels are down here somewhere. Sorry. They're there.
All right, and then we just kind of give it a little pat down, and now you know you're perfectly sanitized and clean. I spray them all with alcohol before they leave the shop. I'd say 99.5% of the masks go through my hands before they leave the shop.
Sometimes we're off a day.
If I'm at a trade show.
And our shipping manager, I have to say shipper manager.
So as an example, because we're here over the weekend, I'm going to take Monday off, and so any of the masks that leave the shop on Monday will be inspected by Ryan, who's also our shipping manager.
Yeah.
He's been doing it longer than I've been doing it, so you're in good hands.
We were just trying to take a little bit of off of his shoulders because he's got other things that he needs to inspect as well. Some of the Secret Service stuff that we've been talking about. But Josh does go through every mask as it comes to him before it goes to Ryan to be shipped off to make sure everything is perfect. To make sure there are no holes, there are no bubbles, the paint is exactly the way it's supposed to be. We've referenced your order since we have a system that we use to track all those orders to make sure it is exactly what you were looking for. But it never hurts just when you get your mask just to do a double inspection. It's always good to make sure it lives up to your expectations as well.
And I usually do that inspection before I ever put the mask on, even after I've owned a mask for 10 years. Sometimes it's on the head form, and maybe a small chunk of the head form is broken off, and it's in the mask. Yeah. Maybe the mask wasn't cleaned properly before it was put away. Just do a quick look at it.
It never hurts. Even if you know you cleaned your mask before you put it on for the next time, just pick it up, check it out, because weird things have happened.
So what you also want to check for are any micro tears or any damage to the mask. The last thing that if there's a tear in the mask, the last thing you want to do is then stretch that mask out and try and put it on. So it's much easier to catch a tear before stretching it out. Minor tears can be repaired very easily. I'm going to go over that in a few minutes. And it's something that you can literally, if you have an issue, your mask could probably be back in service that same day. If you catch it early enough in the morning, it would have enough time for the silicone to cure out, and your mask is going to be good to go for that evening.
So Tyler's like, random thought, when that inverted mask looks like Dwight from the episode of The Office with the CPR dummy. Oh my God, you were so right.
All right, so again, hands in like I'm diving into a pool. I'm going for a swim. I usually put the mask up to my wrist. That way I have a lot of strength in it, and I can stretch that mask out. So you guys see, I'm stretching it. I'm using some strength. what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock this lip on the back of my head, and I'm going to stretch the mask forward, and I'm going to set it down onto my face. And again, go back and look at some of the earlier videos, and you'll see a couple of different methods of me pinning it on and taking it off. No baby powder, no glue, no nothing. My hair's still done up from this morning.
And then you can always just grab a mirror or find a mirror and just double check and make sure it's sitting on your face right.
So
sometimes what you're going to need to do is massage it into place a little bit. Sometimes it's sitting a little bit far in your face. You just got to massage it back. The one thing you don't want to do when you get these silicone masks is use your fingertips or your nails to try to pull and poke and prod and get it into position. You always want to use the palms of your hands just to prevent any sharp pointy objects from getting on in there. And if for whatever reason it doesn't feel comfortable on your face, just pull the mask off the same, basically reverse of how you put it on, readjust, and reapply.
So the two most common ways to take it off is either hands into your cheeks and you lift straight up. In fact, that's the method that we teach at the trade shows. Yep. Or once you're more comfortable with it, you can flip the mask, get a good hold of the grip, pull it over, and you're all set.
Obviously, you have a collar, it kind of repeats sometimes.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's Boris with no brain flap. Here's the brain flap right here. But this one is sealed. You can see on the inside
where it would sit if we would have cut that lip open.
And that brain flap is all reinforced. You're not going to tear the mask. I mean, if someone drastically rips on it, possibly, but they're pretty durable.
One thing I forgot to mention, we haven't really mentioned before, is that Boris has his counterpart, who is Creature's bride. We have a version right here that has her classic hair done up. But if you wanted to get a brain flap on her to match a brain flap on Boris, we can absolutely do that. That's a modification or alteration that we can offer. It is a little bit of a price increase, similarly to how it is on the Boris when you go from no brain flap to brain flap. But it's absolutely something we can do. And if you want them painted to match, we can do that as well. We do custom paint, custom modifications, pretty much anything your heart desires. Just let us know what you're looking for, and we'll let you know what's doable.
All right, so I'm going to just preface this guy right here. We carried the universal license for I think the last 2 years.
Yeah,
we sold a lot of masks, but we're going away from the licensed mask thing. And so this is the shop copy of our Frankenstein, and we have one more available for sale. It's on our website. It's in our in-stock section, right? It's in our in-stock section of the website. It is not a part of this sale because it is a universal license item. Part of the reason why we're going away from that. But yeah, so here's Frankenstein.
Officially licensed. Call him Frankenstein.
It's got the Universal Monsters logo on the inside, obviously the CFX logo.
Nicholas, yes, Basement of the Dead, we love, and Disturbia here in Illinois, we love you guys. Tell everybody that we say hello. We can't wait to see you guys at Fansworld. It's going to be a really good year, you guys. I can feel it. I can feel it. And so this is Frank. Super Frank.
But yeah, Frankenstein Universal Monsters are officially licensed.
Yeah.
One left.
One left.
It's the green version. We did black and white versions of all these masks as well.
Yeah, the black and white sold really well. I was a little bit more surprised how well the black and white version sold, or the grayscale version sold over the green. But everybody, it's so funny because everybody has their own unique or specific versions of how they imagine Frankenstein or how they want Frankenstein to be. And we worked really hard and really close with Universal to make sure that
Universal wanted it to be more right.
Yes, and so this sculpt was definitely more amalgamate of Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein, but more towards Bride of Frankenstein. And the color was the color palette that they gave us. So we were doing everything up to their specifications and their standards. So some people were like, oh, I like it, but it's not the quite style that I want, which we understand. But that's what Universal approved. That's what we worked hard on to make sure that they liked. And we were pretty pleased with it. That with Creature and They Live. They sold relatively well, but we want to focus on our original characters. And we want to be able to provide you guys discounts on the good stuff. And with licensed items, we can't discount those. So that's why we're pulling focus. We're making sure we're going to go back to all of our original characters and provide you with really cool creatures, monsters, natural humans, and everything else in between with a good budget for you guys.
Right. I think I was on one of our travel head forms, which disassemble as you're working with them.
Disassemble! Yeah, they're a little bit more streamlined for retrieval.
Those are not available to the public. They're custom.
You don't want one, trust me.
Yeah. They're more of a pain in the butt than they're worth.
And Nicholas, yes, that is a version of the '89 Jack Nicholson Joker. We'll pull him up in a second here. But this is our imp. He is our icon character. The imp has been our longest standing character.
My favorite mask.
Literally since our inception. And I think over here, there he is. This is literally version 1 of the imp right here. And this is version 4. So from 2007 all the way up to 2021. God, that's crazy if you think about it. Oh my God, you guys. That's how long we've been making silicone masks here at CFX. 2007 was our first year we went to market. We went to Fansworld. And here we are now.
So I got me imp glove as well. So we're going to go ahead and fit that on since we're doing all this. I always forget to take my watch off. Okay.
It's the rings with me and it's the watch for him.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So this is our tri-finger imp glove. Super easy to do. What you do to put it on is you're going to roll it down. Now, I'm only going to do the one sleeve today. There's video from yesterday.
I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday where I do the entire outfit and I actually put a lab coat and everything on.
Our days are blending, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
We've been doing this for too long.
Handy dandy, 99% alcohol. That's the best. The 99. Whoop, squirted it.
Almost in my eyes.
The 99 will evaporate very quickly and not leave any residue or anything like that. And it just kind of helps lubricate your arm to go in.
He said lubricate.
I did say lubricate.
It's Sunday. I'm in that mode.
And so I just kind of slide it right in. It's a matter of I kind of use my thumb to open it up and get it in there. One of the things I did forget to cover yesterday is burping your glove. So a lot of times when you'll get it in there, you'll have a big air bubble trapped in here. And so you just kind of squeeze it, let that air out, and then you go ahead and unroll that sleeve.
It kind of sounds like a whoopee cushion a little bit, but that's fine.
All right, and bam.
And you do have quite a bit of dexterity still, even in the tri-finger gloves. No, it's alcohol. It's gonna get you can still pick things up. Obviously, you can still squirt things. You can still cause a lot of trouble. And with the masks, you do have some pretty good dexterity around your mouth. So if you did need to stop and take a sip from a water bottle, or anything else in between, you can shove some M&Ms in there, little snack bits, all that good stuff.
We do recommend using a straw when it's available, just so you don't put any
undue stress.
Yeah, undue stress on things.
Remove.
Yeah, roll the sleeve back down. Hopefully you built up a little bit of sweat at this point, and it'll slide off a little bit easier. Again, like I was telling you yesterday, mine still has alcohol in it, so it's going to slide right off. But it's a matter, I'll kind of pick my fingers.
Just like taking off like kind of a tight regular glove, you just kind of want to release those fingers a little bit.
Just kind of do a little, well, you'll feel like, all of a sudden my hand's kind of free in there. I take my thumb.
Slide it
I just
off.
slide it right out like that. I make it look really easy. I've been doing this for a really long time. I've done it with almost every mask and glove set that we have. So don't be discouraged. Practice makes perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And having a friend, especially if you're not used to putting the mask and gloves on, if you have a buddy, it's always good to have a buddy system to have somebody tag team those gloves with you until you feel more comfortable doing it yourself.
I'm going to show the second way to take it off. Slide my hands in.
Straight up.
Straight up. And that's it.
And you're welcome back to the land of the non-mask wearing.
And, all right. Boom. All right, so I haven't been watching any of the comments, so I don't know where we are. I'm going to let you talk for a second.
Not a problem. I did want to bring just Jack the Ripper over really quick for a look-see. So this is our Jack the Ripper mask, painted to look like the '89 Jack Nicholson Joker. Honestly, this version is a little bit off-standard. Normally, his hair isn't this bright, vibrant green. It was something
we went with extra vibrant green on this one.
Extra vibrant green. Normally, it's a little bit deeper, like you see in the movies. But this is a good secondary color, especially if you're going for a little bit just super pop of color. Not that the porcelain white isn't poppy enough.
All right, so I think we're pretty well caught. I just wanted to see here.
Not a problem.
Yeah, the alcohol is a game-changing trick. Don't forget that one. Again, the higher the alcohol percentage, like, you know, if you're just at Walmart, they sell 91% alcohol. That works.
Actually, did you want to come back over here and show how to put the mask back on the head for
Oh, yeah.
I almost
Perfect
forgot
example.
about that.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's see here.
Maybe use.
Well, no, just I'll just put the imp back on.
Well, just use the resident on his head.
Okay, no. Where's Boris at?
Sorry, we have a box of stuff that we need to wash afterwards, obviously, and so we're trying to figure out because we stacked it.
All right, so I'll use Boris to go back onto that head form right there. Cameron, yeah, I'll grab your pool in a second here. Okay.
Head form.
All right. And again, for all of you guys that have had CFX head forms and masks for a long time and you don't know this trick, don't get mad at me. This is a newer trick that we've learned in the last 2 years.
Something that George over at Immortal over there.
Immortal Masks, another great silicone mask company, good friends of ours.
We share the market.
Yeah, taught us this trick. All right, so spray the head form with a little bit of alcohol. You can spray the mask too if you really wanted to.
Evaporate out.
Yep. And the reason why you're using alcohol and not water, you don't want mold issues to build up. Take the mask, line it up so it's like you're gonna put it on your own head. Slide it on. You see how quick that just like it falls into place. I don't even have to really stretch anything.
It's so stupid how easy it goes on.
Right, and we've struggled with when we do the trade shows, we have to put 150 masks onto head forms.
And then the travel ones.
Yeah, and the travel ones, and so yeah, it's dangerous.
It's a game changer. What I like to say is when you're trying to put the mask back on the head form, imagine like you're putting it on you just in front of you.
Yeah, so you notice I put the head form like right here, and I'm using the same type of behavior. Usually for the head form, I'll put it on the front first, and I'll pull it back, and that way the head form kind of goes into my chest and it holds it into place, and then I just kind of do that. But yeah. All right, let's see here.
And Jasmine, yeah, I know you love watching Josh put the masks on. That's one of the many reasons why I love having him here too. That's one of the ways that I fell in love with him too. He looks good in all the masks.
I saw her for the first time in costume. I'm not sure when the first time she saw me was. She worked for me at my haunted house, and so she was at a different location, and I had heard about her, so I was like, I gotta go.
Our best friend set us up. Yeah. Love you, Gracie. If you're watching, thank you for everything.
I'm working on new gloves right now. We need to have a set of female gloves.
Yeah.
And so that is in the works right now.
And that's the thing. A lot of people do ask about the gloves that we have right now. They fit best on somebody who can wear a medium or large, like latex or.
So I'm about 5'11", 180 pounds. Just to give an idea of my size reference, I'm not overly built. They fit very nicely on me. But I have actually seen them on much bigger hands than mine.
And so for me, I can fit into them. I kind of swim. There leaves a little bit to be desired in there. So let me put this guy on real quick. I'll show you. Like for me, I barely even need any like alcohol in there. I can just slide my hand right up in there.
I am also working on another project where I'm trying to be able to offer most of our catalog in a smaller size. Bear with me on that one. Again, this is one of those top secret projects that I'm working on. I haven't confirmed that I can do it successfully yet. All my prototypes have worked. All my research and development is telling me that I'm going to be able to do it, but I have a few more things to do before I can confirm and offer it. But yeah, so you might be able to just get our standard beast gloves in a female fit.
So here is the implant on me. You can see I fit no problem. I do still have dexterity. I still can pick some stuff up. But you can see that my arm and my hand in there are small, so when I twist, the silicone does distort a little bit more than I would prefer. But like Josh was saying, we are working on that for you guys.
And yeah, I have some realistic masks. They're sitting right over here. I'll grab one of our codger or old men masks and put him on. Let's see here. Just trying to make sure I'm staying up with everything like that. So I had a realistic. What else did I have? Oh, Dracul.
Yes.
Let me do Dracul first since he's right here. Again, he's on one of these annoying head forms. So bear with me. If it doesn't work according to plan, I'm going to set it on the floor.
And Lotus, I know we've been chatting before on the pages, and I know you submitted some stuff for us for the Design a Mask contest. I know what you're looking for. I'm fighting for you. We're trying to get some really cool female characters that are a little bit longer in the front.
I have 6 designs for females. We're working on, before we can do those designs, we're completely redoing, we're revamping the core and just changing some of its sizes, just so it fits even better.
Yeah, so our male fit, we're on version 3, 4 of the core.
Yeah.
4. But the female, I think we're only on version 2. So that way, the male fit has a wider range of fits. So we're trying to get that on the same for the female masks.
And so again, talking about just inspecting the mask before you put it on. This guy with the head form I noticed was kind of cracked when I was pulling it off of there. and you can see there's all kinds of little plastic bits that are stuck onto the mask. You're going to want to make sure you clean that kind of stuff off before you put the mask on. Number one, you don't want to damage the mask, but number two, you don't want to damage your face.
Yeah, you don't want all that stuff sticking on you.
So I'm going to just give him a quick little spritz right here. We have a lot of alcohol here at the shop. It's kind of one of our main solvents that we use. So I just spray a lot on
We have a lot of alcohol here.
We're in the South. I mean.
They drink like fish. No, seriously, that was one of the things that.
Tabby and I are from California. She's born and bred in San Diego, and I was born in LA, moving down to Orange County for most of my life, and then finally down to San Diego. So I thought, we were the partiers and we knew how to do it.
No. You drink us under the table here.
Yeah, I cannot.
No, but you drink us under the table.
Again, nice and clean. I just don't want any of that stuff scratching my face up, possibly getting into my eyes, possibly putting a hole in the mask. Boom, flip it back inside out.
And Frank, yes, we do ship to Denmark. We ship all over the world. Obviously, shipping prices do vary depending on where you are. But email us and we will get you an estimate on shipping to where you are.
All right, boom.
It makes it look so easy, doesn't it, guys? Always a quick look see just to make sure you're looking fresh in the face.
Sometimes I throw it on and it's sagging a little bit on the face, so I have to come back. Just make sure your neck is down. A lot of people will get a neck roll.
Yeah, there'll be a little. Well, the silicone will tuck in under itself right here, like under your collar. So then you'll be like, oh, it doesn't fit right. Got it.
Pull out the bib.
Untuck
Should be good.
Untuck, as it were. Oh,
I don't have my fangs or anything, but.
Horrible right now.
But yeah, okay, so there's Dracul. Love his ears. The ears on Dracul is the best. This is the Underworld paint scheme, right?
No, that's just our purple.
Just
Underworld
our
is, I think we called it Underworld for a while. We do have a darker purple, which we call Underworld. We're revamping some of our paint scheme names, but this is our purple Dracul, very much inspired by Marcus from Underworld.
All right.
Because he's awesome. I love it. And yes, always clean your mask. It's very important.
Yeah. That goes for the outside as well. If there's any debris or anything on the outside.
Angel Grove, California. I see what you're doing there. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Where's word on it?
All right. Realistic mask.
Robert, the alcohol activated makeup that we like to use is the Endura line from European Body Art. They do have a hybrid makeup, which I believe goes on water-based but is smudge resistant. But check out their line of alcohol-based makeups. They have airbrush as well as palettes. I love European Body Art. I use their products not only for CFX but for a hunt as well. Yeah. There are other companies out there. I know there's Pro Air
is really good.
Oh my gosh, PPI and
right
Skin
now.
Illustrator.
Also,
PPI
is Skin
I know that's what I said. PPI and Skin Illustrator. And I Feel Horrible. There's FX makeup, I think is the other one. But we will make sure we get a nice list of good places to buy makeup that work with our masks.
This is a perfect segue, actually, before I throw this mask on, to talk about some of the stuff that you can do with your mask once you receive it. So say you've received a realistic human, like, is this Mac?
That's Mac.
Mac the guy, sorry. It's hard, the lighting's weird in here. And
sometimes even without their eyebrows, it's really hard to tell the difference.
So you just got a Mac the guy mask, and you use it for stuff throughout the year, whatever you're doing, and then it's Halloween time, and now you want to change this guy up a little bit, and you want to do like a John Wayne Gacy clown while wearing this mask. You can use grease paint on these masks, and the grease paint will wash off. Always do a test sample on the inside of the mask, on the inside of the bib. Blues and reds will stain more than other colors, but you can definitely use white cream makeup on this mask and do different designs, and then at the end of the night wash it off just like it was regular skin. That's the great thing about silicone. Nothing really sticks to silicone besides other silicones. Again, watch out for bleed of color and stuff like that. You always want to be careful of things. So do a test on the inside. But yeah, that is very doable with these masks. Yeah,
Nicholas is saying, we use Endura. It's amazing. Thanks for the follow-up on that one. We've had nothing but great success. And EBA, European Body Art, they're fantastic people to work to deal with. We can't wait to see them at Fansworld and see what new products they have out so we can offer you guys even more products to use. I really mask on you.
Looks like I'm taking this one home.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, no. And just to note, you guys, with our silicone masks, if you get one that doesn't have any hair on it, hair can be added to the mask at any point in its lifespan. That's something really wonderful that a lot of people may not know. And sometimes hair can be a little bit more of an expense that people aren't ready to drop. Oh God, to drop on the mask just yet. But hair can be added at any point. So if you get a mask and later on down the line you're like, you know what, I want to get some crazy wispy hair on this guy. If you have a crested zombie.
Where's the mirror? I don't even know how we
Oh
did
my
this.
God, I don't even know right now. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Before I show you, tell me he doesn't look like Tommy Wiseau right now.
Oh,
I
yeah!
did not give her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. So I'm trying to take the clip out because it's falling. And I don't want it to shatter on the ground. I have to make a new one. So hair can be added.
I think I really like this now. You guys are seeing a new side of me.
I'm losing it.
It's Sunday. It's the last day. I mean, I don't know what else to do.
Like legit, he looks like Tommy Wiseau right now. Like I'm dying. Okay.
All right, I'm taking it off. We're gonna get back to normal here. But as you can see, the masks are very versatile. You can do whatever you want with them.
Actually, a question we did get asked, or I saw earlier on one of the Facebook groups, is if we have any female masks that are male fit, and we do. We do have our Sandra. We don't have any in stock right now, and I think we were just updating her page on the website, so she's not listed. I will see it for our 2 o'clock hour because I think we might have one downstairs. I have to double check. I know we did about a month ago. And so you can see one of our female or feminine style masks that is male fit.
Lotus, reach out to Tabby, and I can reveal to you what I'm working on. I just can't do it publicly right now. I don't want to get a bunch. Don't everyone slam Tabby with stuff.
Please don't.
But yeah, so email Tabby so that way I can kind of follow up with you, and I'll show you a little sneak peek of what I'm working on. And I have a feeling what I'm working on is going to be exactly what you're looking for.
Very, very quite possibly, Lotus. Like I said, I know what you're looking for, and I think especially one of the things that Josh is working on is going to be one thing that's going to kind of help complete the look that you're going for.
All right, so I'm just trying to catch up.
And yes, we do custom paint jobs on masks just like that Joker. 100,000%. We can do custom paint, custom modifications on any of our masks. That's one of the things that we love to do. We love getting custom paint requests for different masks. We do have what we consider standard styles, and those are the ones that are listed up on the website. However, if you've got a crazy wild idea in your head for a super like tattoo up the side, like a super tribal tattoo up one side, and you want to do something a little bit crazy on the other, we can do that. We've done a lot of stuff, and I think Josh is going to pull up.
I have the customization graphics going while you're talking. So,
so
just stay to your right.
So just some of the very few options of things we can do, but yeah, custom paint we can absolutely do. Absolutely.
Again, it's just kind of cycling through some of the different options. I'll go ahead and leave that up for a
second
or two.
We can do clown paint jobs on any of our masks. We can do zombie paint jobs on any of our masks. Adding wounds, adding gore, all that stuff. UV and glow in the dark. We can do UV reactive things and glow in the dark reactive things. Whole bunch of different stuff. If you got something in your in mind, let's say brain and mind at the same time. I don't know what word that was going to be, but it wasn't going to be a real word. Shoot us an email. Let us know what you're looking for. And reference pictures are amazing. We love reference pictures, even if they're just sketches for something that you want to see. The more reference images for what you want that we have, the more we are going to make sure that it's going to be exactly what you're looking for. You just angle it out a little bit.
Well, I just was framing your shot. Now you're back to center.
Oh, thank you. Perfect. Let's see here.
Sorry, you guys had us both on camera, so we weren't able to keep up with the comments. So we're just going to kind of scroll through the comments.
Oh, I did. Because Dylan was on here. Chad wants to know what Jack the Ripper looks like on. You want to throw that bad boy on?
Yeah, I can try it. Yeah, I can do that one.
Let me see if I can put rig back on.
Let's see here.
Under Josh, best accredited. And so just so you guys know, when it comes to modifications and add-ons and different paint, these babes right here are our Roxy the Girl mask, heavily modified. So Cameron, this is Bathory, who is Roxy with a whole bunch of cool add-ons. She's my favorite. She might come home with me. And this is Mermaid Roxy, who is my second favorite. She also might come home with me. Just kidding. Please buy them. So Josh doesn't have more masks for me.
Yeah.
Because then he keeps wanting to. If I get these
Every
guys,
mask that she gets, I get one.
So help me. Anyway, these are wonderful versions of modifications that we can do using the same mask as a base, but using different masks for its accent pieces.
And this guy, again, all hand punched hair. It's going to hold its hair shape pretty well as long as you're not really messing the mask up. You see, I just removed it off the head form. I haven't brushed it out or anything like that. There'll be a couple areas as I pin it on that may get a little messed up. You would style the hair just like you would style your own hair. You can use hair product in it, blow dryers, whatever you want to do. Just always watch your heat. You don't want to get.
Yeah, I believe that's synthetic hair, so you don't want to do too much heat on it. Like you don't want to use a straightening iron or anything on it. But a light blow dry, for whatever reason, if it does get wet, is totally fine.
And I can't really show you guys the inside of the mask. Really, let's see what I can do here. Let's see. All right, but you can see inside the mask, the hair is punched all the way through, and it's sealed very clean and smooth on the inside of the mask. That way you won't have any issues.
Yeah, so like nothing's poking you. We hand punch the hair. JC and Daniel are fantastic, and they make sure it's sealed all the way through on the back end there. And yeah, Josh looks good in every mask he puts on. That's why I make him do it, and I love that you guys make him do it.
And I don't like doing it. I actually like it. I get paid to put on masks.
Right? It could be worse. Our jobs could be worse.
I'm not a good joker. I've never been a good joker.
I'm
a better Batman.
Yeah,
dance the devil in pale moonlight. Like, yes, I'm old. Don't make me do that.
You just don't.
Don't make me do that. Yeah.
I mean, you do a good. Jack is tricky to emulate.
I can't do it, Jack.
Jack is tricky to emulate. I mean, I definitely think that Mark's Joker is probably the most challenging to replicate, voice-wise. Everybody tries to get Keith.
Batman nerd.
Just a smidge. Between Batman and Green Lantern and Wolverine, I'm in trouble. Yeah. Yep, I did it. I did it.
And so just because this guy's the hair, I'm going to take care of some maintenance while Tabby's talking. I'm just going to do it right here on the screen.
Absolutely. Tyler wants his Modius to be tried on in a hot second here. Camp Half-Blood and Austin use their masks in broad daylight all year round. They look great, and the kids are in awe. Every time a character interacts with them in the woods, thank you so much. No, thank you. We're
happy to provide them for you.
Absolutely. We love hearing things like that. And yeah, you guys, these masks are great for haunted houses, but like they were saying, Camp Half-Blood, they do stuff during the day. Obviously, they are beautiful masks. They are extremely detailed. And, we don't want you to just use them in the dark. Use them in the day. Let the sun shine on these bad boys or girls.
So that's going to allow me to jump in here.
Yeah.
I'm going to cover this more in the next segment, but it's actually using your mask in a haunted attraction or in different environments.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you some tips and tricks.
Ticks? Oh, no ticks.
Yeah, no ticks. No walking through the forest.
No.
And some of the things that Tabby and I have done with our masks while we own our haunted attraction and how we use them. I own... 58 masks, 59 masks? I can't remember. I know there's one downstairs, so it's going to change my number really soon here. So we use them in our haunted house. I started as a consumer of CFX, silicone masks in general, although my very first silicone mask was a CFX mask. I'm old enough to remember when it was just CFX and SPFX. They were the only silicone players in town. Shortly after that, then you had companies like Shattered and Immortal that came into the picture that really just changed the game. They made it so.
They just elevated the market.
Yeah, so we had to up our game, and all of a sudden, then you started seeing these amazing sculpts coming from all the companies.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the basis of it. So we started as customers. So my mindset and my heart is still on the consumer side of things.
So we always have you guys in mind and in heart when it comes to creating these masks.
When I come up with new designs, again, we didn't really cover this, but I'm the mask operations manager, the mom of the shop. And so my job is to, from concept to sculpt, come up with new mask ideas. I currently, under my reign as mask operations manager, I have 8 different designs and sculpts that are either in process of came out, or they're going to be coming out in the next week or so.
Yes.
So that's my story. All right.
Yeah, Chad is like, thank you. He's trying to decide on his next mask to fly with.
Yeah. And so, I mean, obviously, you see, I kind of took them off. We want to do a little maintenance on that hair, but all right. Am I behind? I feel like I just forget.
Just a smidge, just because people keep wanting you to try on masks. And Eric, I know Jasmine covered your question. Yes, we do ship to Canada. Shoot us a message, and we will get you an estimate on what that shipping will be. I want to say it's like 90. I think it's about 90. I think it's kind of the same to ship to Mexico because you guys are up there and they're down there.
Yeah.
But reach out to us, and we will get you an estimate for shipping for where you are located.
Okay, Asmodeus, Jasmine wants me to try the Red Demon. Is that Stalker Lyle?
Well, I know that Sal was on here earlier, and he wanted you to try on Stalker Lyle. And Stalker Lyle is one of our artist specials that Jen did, which is a blend of Stalker and Belial, hence Stalker Lyle. She also painted the amazing steampunk Nephilim up there. I believe both of those will be coming to Fansworld with us, but they are on the in-stock section of the website right now. So if you need to take them home, they are there. The in-stock section of the website is unfortunately not part of the sale. It's only made to order items.
But you can get anything that's in stock, just made to order.
Yeah.
Okay, Lotus. So I'm going to do a little self-promotion as well. And for everyone on this feed, we tend to bring in contract sculptors whenever we need new designs. I have a couple of in-house sculptors, but we're based in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and so the artist market is not big out here. Sometimes I'll bring people in. Just recently, I had Rory Woolley come in and do 2 designs for me. I had Casey Tatus from Chicago, and Anthony Cozart.
Yeah, Anthony
Is it
Cozart.
Cozart Production? I can't remember. Anthony Cozart. Cozart Effects.
Yeah.
That's what it is. She came out and did an amazing sculpt for me.
I can't wait for you to
And
see
we
it.
just also had Tony Mandiel out of Florida come out here. Tony Mann
Tony
come
Mann.
out here.
Hi, Tony.
He does some amazing stuff. He just does all the big theme park stuff. I don't know what I can and can't say about what he works on, but he did 2.
He works with the people down in Florida.
He did 2 really amazing sculpts for us. One of them has already been molded and it's sitting downstairs. The 4 o'clock segment, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna have it up here. I don't know how much I'm gonna show of it, but it'll be in the room as an Easter egg for you guys to kind of try and
One of
find.
his other ones is heading into the mold room.
It's actually in the mold room right now. The mold walls have been built on it. We just haven't finished doing the mold.
So when Ken gets back in on Monday, that's his first priority there.
And we'll kick here. I can kick it over to UV right now.
Yeah, real quick, we'll get to the UV. And Cameron, man, one of the reasons I love drag cool too, but because my face and my head is a little bit smaller than the male fit, I can fit in the masks no problem, but my jaw isn't strong enough. I love drag cool. So when drag cool needed a counterpart, we did Bathory as a mask of the month, and so that's my happy space right now is having drag cool accents on Roxy on Bathory there. So that's my little joy.
It's a little blown out right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove one of the bigger black lights and just go with smaller black light, and that gives you a little bit better idea of the detail.
My teeth are like popping.
Yeah, look at
I
that.
got super white teeth. Yeah, I'm
Right.
brushing my teeth and stuff.
There
There we go. That looks
one of
good.
one of those UV brains right there.
Oh, yeah. Let me bring that guy.
And you can see, on some of the masks we can do highlights on the mask in UV, or we can do the entire mask in UV.
Absolutely. We just do accents if that's what you're looking for. If you just want something a little bit subtle, like Sentinel up there, he looks beautiful in regular light, but under the UV light, his lines really pop. Same thing with Igor. He looks really fluorescent in regular lighting, but when you put the UV lighting on him, everything about him just pops. And over on YouTube, we got some comments.
And you can see how bright, like on that amp down there with, the super bright UV that we can do. That's just more of an accent color to really make it pop. And then I'm going to just swing over here, show some UV.
On YouTube was like, I remember you guys doing Fansworld last year while he was chilling in quarantine. Time flies. Tell us about it, dude.
Yeah.
We can't believe that it's already been a year, but we're really excited to see what this year brings for CFX. And we're going to turn into a little bit of normalcy. And yes, I believe us putting on that earthy brown version of Asmodeus will be momentarily. Everybody wants to see that Asmodeus.
Good.
Which is awesome
Because we have a bunch of them that are coming out of production right now.
Asmodeus was sculpted by one of our contract painters, Brooke. She did a fantastic job knocking Asmodeus out of the park.
That is her first sculpt.
Yeah.
She's never sculpted a mask before. Can you, like, seriously,
and
you guys?
she tried to do that, like.
Well, she didn't try to do it.
She did that. She knocked it out of the park. And she also has another sculpt that was just about completed that she brought in last week. There's a little bit more.
It's getting right. It's on its final stages
right now.
Yeah, it's on
final stages. We were just making sure everything was where we needed to be to put in the mold room, and he'll be coming out hopefully when we're trying to.
So yeah, Asmodeus. This guy has resin horns.
Yes.
These are not silicone horns. They're stiff horns. That's to help with the weight. It's a polyfoam fill, so they're so strong and durable. You're not going to do anything. We felt that it was nice and safe, especially with the pointy ends kind of going up. Yeah. And it really just kind of completes the look correctly. You could get these in other materials, but we're going to highly recommend you do the resin on this mask in particular, and it's mostly due to the weight. That much weight, that high up on the mask, might create some issues. But yeah, we have no problem doing it in resin. The pricing that you see on the website is with resin.
Absolutely. Let's see what you have some comments here. Josh does that.
And you see, even with the mask with big horns and stuff like that, it's not, you remove it from the head form exactly the same way. Now here's something with this mask that I do need to clarify. I would not turn him inside out.
You can't really turn him inside
out. Yeah, just with the horns and stuff like that. So any cleaning needs to kind of be done from an upside down status, and you going inside and kind of doing that.
But if you use the alcohol, that's actually the best way to clean, especially with a mask that you can't turn inside out.
Our sink has a little spigot, and so I just take the spigot and I go in there and I'll do a little wipe out, and then I rinse it out. I make sure it's thoroughly dried out. I pat it out on the inside. But yeah, so same with the Joker with the hair. If I don't have to turn him inside out, I'm not going to. And it's just it saves for future work. Trying to get all that hair straightened out and stuff. Be sure to watch Tabby's cleaning videos on the channel. And they will also go over all the cleaning methods.
Joe is asking, what time frame should he start looking for his mask to arrive? If you have a mask that you order that's made to order, most of our production time frames are about 6 weeks for most masks right now. For most full masks. If you get somebody like Asmodeus, he's about the 6-week mark. If you get something like our deformed hood or our hero hood, those are a little bit more at the 4-week mark. If you get anything with hair does add time to that, so those are about 8 weeks. So between 6 to 8 weeks is about average for most of our masks, especially if you have head modifications or hair. Asmodeus is one of my we might need to fix some of the eye trimming on this a little bit.
I don't think I got it quite. Oh yeah. No. So the first one we did, the demo, we just cut the eyes a little bit too big. And we're not selling that one. That's our one that we learned off of. So yeah, this might need just a slight adjustment on the eyes now that I have it on. This is the first time this mask has been worn.
Yeah, literally pulled it off the paint drying shelf, ready for inspection. Josh inspected it, and he's like, "I'm gonna bring it upstairs," and I said, "Okay." So yeah, this is Asmodeus. He's not on the website right now. This paint variation, I gotta get photos of him next week, and this color scheme will be listed on the website. I believe this guy is coming with us to Fansworld, so if you're coming to Fansworld, he will be available, as well as a third color scheme for Asmodeus. Cameron says, Roy is an amazing artist. He is our head artist at Netherworld. Yes, I know. Yep. Has any of his new sculpts come out yet? No, not yet.
They're in line. His sculpts are so extreme that they're presenting a challenge in our mold room. Horns that are literally just. That's all I'm going to say.
Larger than life.
Roy, we love Roy. Roy, if you're watching, I can't wait to bring you back out. Again, we're just waiting to get these ones molded, and then I'll have you come back out and do a couple more for us.
Absolutely. Oh, hi, Nick. Oh, hi. Exactly. Oh, hi. Let's see here. Yeah, Asmodeus is amazing. Such a great mask. Let's see.
Right. The level of detail in it is just insane as well. The horns are great. You see it wears really nicely on my face. I don't feel any of that weight from the horns. I'll be honest, I was just a little bit timid in putting it on. I went a little bit slower than I would normally do, and so it's set high.
Yeah.
But yeah, great mouth movement out of it. Really cool look.
You can see his movement video up on our YouTube page.
He's gonna go right back on the headphones.
So we're going to kind of clean him out in a little bit there. Let's see real quick. Eric Cooper's got a great question that you might be able to answer. He says he has a large head and neck. Do you have masks for bigger people? A regular mask most of the time doesn't fit me. Specifically the ones that he's tried on Halloween stores. Here's the funny thing. The ones that you've tried on Halloween stores are not made out of silicone. Those are very likely latex. And latex is not a forgiving material. It doesn't give, it doesn't stretch, and it will eventually corrode and deteriorate over time. Silicone is a much different material, while still a rubber. It's made to be a longer lasting material, it's a more supple material, and it is forgiving and it is moisture heal. So as an example, we have what we kind of consider a carnival game for how far our masks
Actually,
stretch.
you know what? I'm gonna bear with me.
Sorry, we're playing
We're
with
gonna bring
faces here.
Right here, just so that way you guys can see him.
I'm gonna pan and tilt, pan and tilt, pan and
Okay.
tilt.
So, handy dandy inflate-a imp. So this guy right here, we made as an example to show how much the rubber stretches on a silicone mask. We use high quality medical or food grade silicone, medical grade, food grade, same thing.
Difference.
Yeah. Basically, it'll stretch 9 times its original size. So we did this. We get this question all the time. I have a big head. Will the mask fit me?
Nick Carroll goes, I'm 6'4" with a watermelon head and a full beard. I own 6 of these. You're good, bro.
All right,
But
so
just
you
as
let
an
me know when I
example.
get to your head size, all right? I'll just keep pumping until we get to your head size. I mean, we're getting pretty big right there. How big do you think I get it today? Tyler, are you watching? Tyler thinks he's going to see it pop one day. I don't think I will. All right, but yeah, I mean, so there you go. There's a good example of it inflated. I mean, I can see the light through it right now, but it's still, you know, not worried about it. It's durable. We do this thing every live stream.
Every live stream, we're
This
bringing
thing
it to
has
every
been
trade
getting-
show.
it's been pumped up probably thousands of times
Pump
at
it
this time.
up. Yeah. We bring it to trade shows. We let people do it. We're gonna try to figure out how to make it into a carnival game at some point because it's intriguing. A lot of people ask us that question all the time. So basically, the mask will fit over your head, no problem. The only issue you may run into is a little bit of distortion in the eye area, and at that point, that's where there may be a little bit uncomfortable. But in terms of actually fitting on your face or on your head, 100% these masks will fit.
Yeah, so let us. That's why we do this. People are amazed, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, you're gonna pop it!" Or like I'll hand it to people and be like, "No, just stretch it out and put it over your head." And then it's like, trust me, you are not going to pop it or rip it or anything like that. So
Chad, for your question, he asked
Step off
if
camera
the
real quick.
pins on help race on Pinhead up here are silicone. No, they are not. They are plastic. Silicone wouldn't probably have stood the way we want it to.
they
so
would have
we
been floppy all over
yeah,
the
they would have been
place.
floppy. They would have looked good. So they are. Let me get closer. Here. They are plastic. They are a resin, and they are blunt on both ends. That way, there's going to be no issues of these hurting you guys whatsoever. And they're completely removable. We actually ship the mask to you without the pins in them. That way, A, protects the mask and protects the pins. And there's a video on how to put the pins in the mask. And it's a completely wearable piece.
So Herman, yes, your designs were some of the stuff that Roy did, and Roy did I think 2. Yeah, man, it's almost all your designs. You and Dylan were my primary go-tos. Graham, if you're watching, we've already had that email talk, so you kind of know which ones that we're going to use. So
Brett's working on
yeah,
Graham's, right?
Yep. And so Graham had submitted a couple of designs for the Design a Mask contest that were just so good that there was no way that we could not do them. So those are going to be coming out. Herman, I was working with Herman Selesky out of Portugal, right? Am I right on that, or are you out of Spain? I thought it was Portugal. But yeah, so sorry, it's Sunday. My brain's all over the place. But so Herman is an amazing designer. He makes his own silicone masks. Be sure to check his stuff out because he does amazing stuff. But yeah, so your mask will be coming out soon. In fact, no, yours. The one that's in the mold room right now is not your design. That's Jacob's design, which is the only off one. Jacob's the only weird off one out there. Thank you, Jacob, if you're watching too. We are using that design you gave me. Herman, your next in line for the next 3 will be your designs.
The thing is, Scorpio wanted to know
Costa Rica. How am I so off on that one?
I don't know. Fansworld
Wow.
is our industry.
Sorry about that, Herman. Like, I should have known that. My brain is not working right now.
Talking to
Too many masks.
Fansworld is the we call it Fansworld, but it's Fansworld Halloween and Attraction Show, the HAA show that takes place in St. Louis every year. It is the Halloween and haunt entertainment industry's biggest trade show of the year. Normally it's in March. Normally it's this time of year. This year it did get pushed back a little bit to May, just to make sure everything is hunky-dory and we're following all the guidelines. I do believe you need to be involved in the industry, either owning or operating or managing a haunt or a seasonal attraction. But check out the website, haashow.com. You can get all the information you need there to figure out how to register, how to attend, and all this good stuff. I do believe hotel rooms are selling out quickly, though, so if you have not made those reservations, get on it. Get on it.
Dwayne, to answer your question, yeah, I mean, we could totally work out, you know, where they kind of signed their name and we just embed that into the mask. It would have to be, it would have to be something that we would have to like mold their signature and then actually plant that onto the mask.
So similar to like our number plates or the universal plates.
Because yeah, we don't just produce them all in one big batch. They're just kind of produced, made to order. So, you know, if the artist isn't here in the shop, you wouldn't be able to sign it. So yeah, it would have to be definitely something that we molded. And just like the little tag that's on the inside of all the masks, the CFX tag, it'd be something like that.
So on YouTube, I have Jerry who is asking, is the hair on the Bride of Frankenstein punched? Yes. So it is a wig to a degree, but it is punched around the edges.
So is that one it's a laid wig and then just all the edges are punched?
Yes.
So it's not a fully hand punched hair.
Yeah, so it's not full. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
I thought she was fully hand
Let
punched.
me look in there. No, she's wig.
Is she? Okay.
She's wig. But the edges, and so that is a secondary option, you guys. If you don't want to take the full brunt of the cost of doing a fully hand punched all the way hair, we can do a wig where we lay down the wig and then we hand punch the edges of the wig to make it look like it's hand punched all the way through. It's a very clean look. It's sometimes a little bit less expensive. More often than not, doing that is roughly around the $200 mark, regardless of wig style. People want me to put her on right now, but I'm just with her hair. It's so tricky.
Can we save that one for the next segment, you guys?
Yeah, you guys. We're actually hitting the hour and 12-minute mark. We're gonna bleed over into our 2 o'clock hour if we keep going. So I think on our 4 o'clock hour, we were gonna try to save. I'll save this try-on near the end of the day. That way, we have plenty of time to make sure she looks perfect afterwards. We usually try not to try her on too much because of her hairdo. It is a little bit of a nuance to deal with when you're putting her on and taking her off. And she is available for sale, so I don't want to finagle it too much.
All right.
All right, you guys. So I think we're going to kick rocks on this stream for the time being, so Josh and I can reset, grab something to drink, and snack on real quick. We'll try to bring Maui on in the next section because I know a lot of you guys are really excited to see Maui. So please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to all of our social media channels. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, LinkedIn as well. Look for us at CFX Masks. So until 2 o'clock, you guys, please make sure you put any questions you have in the comments below. We will see you at 2. Goodbye. Goodbye.